Rick Sarah here. It's time for cocktail hour with Rick. And I think I saw there was 16, 14 people already there waiting for me. Thank you so much. It is Tuesday. It's been a very nice day for us here. I hope that you had a good day. Wow. I found some stuff today that I shared with Dan because it was pretty cool. I knew I had some old files, and I was going to use those old files to put together another Odd Place episode Friday, and that's still coming. But I don't just have some files, I have all the files. All the files from back in the year, less than a year, 8-month period of time that we were able to explore this former home for incurables, mentally ill, mentally insane, developmentally challenged, all housed at this campus. So the files. And I was looking through some files, and I have an ace in the hole here for blackmailing certain people. I apparently am listening to the dialogue, and I'm well behaved and polite back this time. I'm not cussing much.
What is this?
This is way back in 2008, 2009. I guess I was going to church more frequently. Well, bottom line is, it's good for all of you and anybody else who likes another odd place, because you will be seeing the fruit of my storage, so to speak.
Uh-oh.
Also, and I haven't said hello. Hi, Gus. Love you, buddy. AJ, Jennifer Dyer, Nirmal, SP, Ivor Miff, and I hope we didn't lock horns today. I was not singling you out in any way. I hope you're cool. Talking about stuff to try to avoid saying in comments. It goes with the show, we just don't want a lot of political crap on this channel because it never helps. And one person thinks another thing is okay, and then everybody else starts to jump in with their little. No. Let's make this a place where we don't do it at all, and I will have to try to point at myself too to not be a part of that.
Oh, great, Jackie. I'm glad you did. Hi, everybody. I just got in here.
So let me see who else I missed. Joanne Wickless. Hello there, Joanne. Nice to see you here. You're not a name I'm familiar with yet. Maybe Darlene has seen you or others in the room. Say hi to Joanne if she's new. And Stephen Dix. Good evening. That's right.
Hello,
It's dark in
everyone.
his.
I'm glad I'm here.
It's like 10 o'clock Steve time, I think. 9 or 10. We had a very nice Easter, very small. Of course, my daughter, granddaughter, son-in-law, other members like my brother, etc., they were all up in Baltimore, so I didn't get to spend any time with anybody. But we had a friend from the mobile home park we live in of my mom's. Got to know her a little better. She was really, really fun. And she's a tough old bird, 86, doesn't take any BS, and she's very independent. Artie G, thank you. Thank you. That's the coolest politics, Artie G, thank you.
Hey, Rick, before you get into that, could you taste that and let me know how...
Oh, okay. Better than the first batch.
It has blackberry brandy.
That is it. That's what it is. You take that nice red wine and you add blackberry brandy and you make That's one of the recipes.
Well, it's actually sangria from a bottle and blackberry and orange.
So
and
we're all over
cherries
the
and
place.
lemon.
I got a coffee to just get a little boost of energy here.
And I just got back from shopping, spending money we don't have.
That's cool. I want to show you all something we spent money on.
Well, I want to know what's in the other bag because you told me it was yours.
It is. It was herb. I just put it in one of these.
Oh,
This came from a company you guys might recognize that is a mega power. Wonder why I would buy one of these things. Anybody have a guess?
I just wanted to let everybody know I am not a camera person, but you may be seeing my horrible work in the near future.
Because Darlene and I are going to do a dirty room live together.
Maria, don't look in the mirror. I avoid it at all costs.
So I went out and looked online and looked at different models. I think this is one that Dan, or something at the level Dan got before he found like one that was hundreds of dollars. I couldn't go there. So this one has all of the proper things you want, the right LED, the right UV, and takes 6 AA batteries.
What brand is it?
The brand is called Cobra, K-O-B-R-A. Supposedly this has been purchased
Don't tell him that.
for law enforcement work, and it's for in the dark. Darker the better. So we'll see what we see when we do another investigation live.
We're going to have to get some plastic gloves because I'm not touching anything.
I think I'm going to brew coffee just in case, or at least something, and see what happens. Because that would be great. I know. I mean, maybe I will bring an infested pot in just to do it for you again. But we are going to do dirty room style, kind of fun. And I hope even maybe Dan comes on and laughs with us for a little while.
He says it's okay if I do it with him, so...
We have been
no
blessed
problem.
by Lord Dan Bell that Darlene is vetted to assist me. So before anybody gets concerned, it's pre-approved, okay? So anybody who's a Patreon or a Dan Bell fan as well, I only would do this if it was approved. Believe it or not, I was approved prior,
Yes, Constance.
but apparently there was a fine line I didn't get, and howdy!
He's not buffering here, Earthcat.
Earth Cat, I love the symbol you have there for buffering. That's excellent.
AJ! Potato.
Kartoff. Kartoff is a little hard for you.
Short.
You cut it short, that's cool. I
I
don't
cut
care.
everything short.
All right, so the podcast last night. If anybody is going to be listening to the most recent podcast, I'm on with Dan and Cochise Brooks as a guest. Oh my gosh.
It was snowing today.
What?
Danielle Redmond, it was snowing.
Hey, Danielle, in England it was snowing. It never snows, it just rains. Oh, wow. Well, that's bullcrap because you're not too much of a different latitude than we are in Baltimore, and it was in the 70s in Baltimore today.
You know I put extra sweetener in mine.
Okay, well, I didn't need that.
I know you didn't.
And in Wisconsin, it's 80. Are you kidding me? What part of Wisconsin are you in? Calicat 493. I'm familiar with the Milwaukee and across to Madison in that area. I've traveled that.
Oh, it was snowing in Germany too.
Southeast, so you're talking Milwaukee area. Okay, right.
North Carolina.
Yes, I used to be a favored celebrity in the healthcare business to speak at a conference. I've told this story many times, but what the heck, it's always a funny story, and it doesn't matter anymore. So I had full paid travel, and I got leave from work, administrative leave, so I didn't burn any leave. Nancy, thank you very much. For Mom, I'm sorry for yours in heaven. God bless her up there. With all the other mothers that have gone on before, there's lots of mothers up there. So, I lost my train. Okay, now I'm back on.
You're never back on. Hey, Muffin.
So, that's crazy that it's that hot up there. But after I was there on the 3rd year, I made the mistake of sharing something I was a little proud of. It was a stupid little video I did with this guy in Baltimore named Dan Bell.
Are you getting ready to be...
And I portrayed Sandy Gay. And you guys know who Sandy Gay is now, because now I'm even being taken control of by my other personality.
What was the beginning of this conversation?
I was talking about going to Milwaukee and how nice it
okay.
was.
You told this story
So
before.
when the person looked at what the video was, he told the company representative that had, chosen me, and I was uninvited after that.
No wonder. I don't think it was just Sandy Gay. I think it was Love, Liquor, and Lies.
I think they must have gotten on the same channel. Maybe they did. Oh my.
You were at a work function. Why would you even bring that up? You're supposed to be a professional.
Hey, what the heck? People are fighting over somebody here. This is great.
They are not fighting.
There's somebody fighting over another person. That's my bud. No, it's my bud. And as I said a little bit on Friday, the fact that you guys have gotten these connections now and you come back to hang with your bros. Oh, by the way, Rick's there. But it's great. I love it. I love it so much.
I'm not crazy about that term, bros.
Bros? Oh, well,
I
whatever.
prefer friends, buddies.
It's a male thing when you say bros. It wouldn't be like a female thing necessarily, unless, they don't care that it's just an endearment. It's not meant to be of any negativity.
Oh, I know that. There's nothing negative about it.
Homies.
Oh, I don't like that.
Broseph. Hey, Broseph.
Yeah. I used to have bus buddies when I used to take the bus to work.
How about the Geico commercials? Hey, bro, chips and potato dip.
I've never seen that one.
Make these stupid names up with bro, and I think it was 2 guys that were bodybuilding.
I don't know.
Yeah, and the one guy's muscles were bigger than
I
the
would
next
step
guy's.
up and I put it down.
I remember that one too, but that's.
Hey, Edward. SP. Descend.
What do I
How you
think about
doing?
Anime Holly? Now, I have a niece who loves it. Used to go to any of the
You like Clark?
conferences that would come anywhere near in the area, and she would go dressed out to whatever costume she'd picked out. She's my lovely niece Christine,
Probably still does.
and maybe she still does it. I know what it is because of that being something I know about through
There's
her
one
example.
just for
The
My Little Pony.
the
too.
ponies,
Yeah.
yeah, the pony people.
I was
But then there's
surprised
the other
somebody
role
I
play
worked
people.
with at
Comic
KFC.
Cons, exactly,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. It's all good. I wouldn't mind going to
Brownies,
one of
that's
the sci-fi
Thanks,
cons.
Holly.
It's Patrick Nicolucci. And poor Patrick, everybody send some healing powers and energy to Patrick. He slipped on ice. He hurt his boom boom. And it had a crack.
Ugh.
So
Hey,
he
Brandon,
is
my
now
love goes
healing.
mine. Rick gets his second Friday.
So some good vibes, mojo, loving prayers, whatever you can for my friend Pat. I would appreciate it. I was talking to our mutual friend Brian V,
Hey, Marianne.
and he told me to send some extra love your way, so I am. Nick,
Great Earth
Brian,
Day.
when he comes to contact me,
Desiree.
he has different suggestions for me for the show here, but he's very happy with the fact that it's done so well. So these are all my peeps from back in Maryland, people. Good people I got connected
That's
with.
a good one, Bourbon.
Yeah, that's a good. That's
Sorry,
whacked.
Cracked your crack. That's
Cracked your
whack.
crack, yeah. Don't step on that crack. Remember that when you were a kid? If you step on the crack, you break your mother's back. So I met Dan when we both were looking to hang out with ghost hunting people. He wanted to do a documentary on the people who do this. And the people that he ended up centering upon,
A huge disbeliever.
a huge disbeliever back then as well. He just liked to be scared. He thought that was cool. He liked horror as a genre in film. So, this was up his alley. I wish that he had done better filming when he had the chance, because I'm the one with the files now. Because that's what it led to. I hooked up with him. We went out to Gettysburg. We hit it off well, became friends. So if I hadn't have done that in August, September of 2008, then in late October of 2008, I wouldn't have mentioned this newfound hobby to the maintenance director of this property that was called Rosewood Center. And it's a pretty locked up place now with 24-hour security. It's not hard to find when any kind of a search. It's in Owings Mills, Maryland. So it's not too far from Baltimore.
Hey, Hateful.
So I mentioned it to the director that I had been doing this, and he said, well, this is the time of year we got to have extra security, kids, etc., running around in the buildings and such, and they can cause problems. So, unfortunately, that was the case every year. But I said, I wouldn't want to be around here on amateur hour night on Halloween Eve or Halloween. I would love to come if I was given permission. And is there any way that, that could be asked of maybe the administrator? Well, he agreed, and he asked. And because of how I conducted myself as a professional back then, I was very consummate professional. So then I was given that opportunity, and I was also connected with the security, which were state of Maryland police. And anytime we went on campus, all we had to do was call their switchboard, basically, the main control on the campus.
Hey, guys, don't forget to
So-
hit that like button. We got 78.
So that's what led Dan and I
to.
to longer and longer relationship, was having that access and getting into ghost hunting together. That's how it first started. So I had a question back here. Let me see if I can get that. It looked like a decent question. Rick, I hope you're doing well. I need well wishes because I am having health issues and money issues because of people not wanting to help me with stuff like they used to do. Scott, I'm so sorry you are in that need. I can't guarantee anything, but you can reach out to us at rick.adr@aol.com. Send us a note with your contact information. See what we can do. Buffering? Anybody seeing a buffering?
No, I think Earthcat just likes that symbol.
Oh, well, Jennifer Dyer was mentioning it was buffering.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it was, Holly, a beautiful bromance. But, you know, it was also the first time I got to be close friends with a gay man. I just had never been in that kind of a position. I had known people
That's
who
a
were
great
gay,
story, too.
but I'd never gotten
You might need
that
to go out and
close.
come back in. That's what somebody
So
has to
that
do
was
the
an
other night.
educational experience for me because, yes, I was maybe a little phobic, but I wasn't extreme. I certainly had no kind of views towards hatred or injuring anybody because of their choice for partner, for sex, or
But
whatever.
he was homophobic.
But I was a little sensitive, maybe in my own head. I didn't want anybody being able to grab it, and then maybe I'd like it if they were down there doing it in
Oh,
front of the
God.
urinal.
Why do you, if I had something, I'd throw it at you. I brought no ammo. That's all I got.
So that didn't happen, right? So I slowly learned that that doesn't happen. That was some kind of bullshit put in my head by somebody a long time ago. That gays like to challenge straight people and then see if they really are straight. That's the kind of stuff I heard about in college, yeah.
Bo?
Although, of course, in college, the psychology majors and all, they love to play head trips with you, especially when you're tripping together. So I went through that as well. So that led to this kind of a defense. But, I mean, I'd been exposed to the, gay lifestyle in my
True,
teens.
AJ.
What is that about now?
Well, DJ said, what made you start
I
to go
I
to-
was sexually frustrated, and I was hoping I could find a sex partner that would want to go ghost hunting, and we could do it in the barn or somewhere.
Thanks, Danielle.
Well, thank you, Danielle. You thought that was amazing? That was horrible. Thank you very much. You're so sweet. Danielle always is generous. All right, what made me want to start was watching too much cable television and thinking after looking at all the
Well,
shows.
wait a minute. I want to tell them about how professional you are.
Where? With respect to what time period?
The same time period when you were going to whatever with Dan.
Okay.
You also took Dan into your workplace.
Yes, we did.
And you took him up into your boss's office.
That wasn't my boss, but down into his office, yes.
Well, whatever. into
And we
his
did,
boss's office
and we did a little acting scene,
with
a
what was it?
tranny.
With a tranny. And the tranny had a whip, I believe. No, yes.
No, I had a long antenna, and I touched her with it, and it gave her a shock. There wasn't a whip.
But it was something. And this is the place where he worked.
Yes, I
And
did
they
this.
did a video.
So Dan Bell on Patreon has that the episode,
Hey, Gmail.
and I think it's still labeled Tranny Edition. But we did a whole bunch of visits to the building. But that was the one time we did that. That was not an office I'd go into again after that. I did it the one time. And then at one point I did sort of work with him a little bit more closely, working for people that were under his supervision.
Glad you made it, Joe.
But I can honestly say the guy was a horrible regulator. He allowed things to happen and sided with provider instead of the patients and staff on significant cases. And then the only other thing that was really crazy is I was on my 25th wedding anniversary on a cruise around the Hawaiian Islands.
What was it? Wait, we went in
Yeah,
October.
we were there. Well, I'm talking about when we went.
Okay, that was
Don't
in
I don't
October.
care what year it was because it was a couple of years back. 15?
Yeah.
15. 2015. So I'm on this ship. How many ships are there in the world, right? Guess who is on the ship with his wife? The same dude. I'm like, and I'm still working at the time, but he had since retired. But there he was. So since he was retired, it was a lot less of a power thing. So I did say hi, Bill. His name was Bill. And he said hi, Rick, because we knew each other pretty well. Of course, he always had a justification for every reason I wrote up something. He would figure out how to, that's not so bad.
Come back here.
The killer is this guy went all the way up to be a manager of supervising an enforcement program. And he started as an environmental person, just like myself. That's how he started out working. He had totally forgotten what he was supposed to be doing along the way. I never did, thank God.
For having sex in your yard, Ben? 30 years?
I knew he was going to file charges against somebody.
But 30 years for having sex?
I think that's excessively ridiculous.
Something else is going on there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't buy 30 years for that. But whatever, if it's awesome, it's awesome. I can't believe 30 years for something like that, which should be nothing more than a misdemeanor.
I'm glad I never got caught in some of my situations.
Wow. I mean, I can't really empathize because I'm not there, but I'm sure it was an irritating situation for Ben to have to go through this.
Hey, Amanda.
So what else? Hey there, Paul. I'm here. Does Darlene know?
Yes, I already said that.
There she is. She knows.
I know. Now take it off of me. You know I don't like it.
How do you look? You think you look good?
No.
I think you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You have no choice. I'm not saying Constance.
Oh,
You
no.
were pretty straight.
Oh, thank you, Constance. That was very nice. And nipple butt, thank you.
Thank you.
She is just very nervous in front of a camera.
Yes, I don't like it. And my hair's getting longer.
Yeah,
and
SP, I'm
stand it in my
fully
eyes.
aware of all the toxic waste ponds, former Operation Mining Phosphates for fertilizer.
Oh, they have stopped the evacuation. I found that out when I went in making this.
They must feel it's stabilized. They reduced the volume quite a bit. Of course, it's open pond. Whenever it rains, more water accumulates in it. Over time, they get really full of water. They have a liner on them to keep the stuff there. What are you supposed to be doing, Florida government? Wait for it to evaporate? I mean, come on. After all this, the Florida citizens would like the Florida governor and the local politicians and our House and Senate reps
Watch the political
to
press.
look into this whole issue in Florida
Watch it.
and do something for the good of all. We can't put up with this.
I can't let you out.
This
there.
ruins the ecosystem. It does more than that. It ruins tourism and recreational opportunities, and it could possibly be causing respiratory irritation to anybody that has to be inhaling it. We deserve better, okay? Come on, Tallahassee, etc. Let's get this together. Anybody that agrees with me, talk to your elected officials and ask them to think about this.
Get off the soapbox and move on.
Well, this was just a public health thing, and it's
was not.
unfolding right now. And I'm sad to tell you, but I bet you in your states,
Get her out, Danielle.
I bet you in your states, some other kind of ticking time bomb is there. Don't let it stay there. Ask about it. Be a pain. That's for all the environmentalists that are out there. That's unfortunately, Gus, the truth always.
I can't get whatever you want.
Where is it?
He went in, he was watching a duck and a duck little.
Oh, the little birds. You can't get them? My dog here, he wants to get to the birds. Are you, Brendan? There, excellent. And I guess you didn't mind my putting a couple of minutes into that.
Wait a minute, I have a
Good.
question. Somebody asked earlier, and I didn't miss it, but you went off on a tangent.
Okay.
When did you first meet Brennan? And did you meet Brennan and Jake at the same time?
Yes.
I thought you did, but when did you first
We met them when Will, Dan, and myself went to Cleveland, Ohio
Don't worry, SP.
to, was it, or, no, it was Detroit. We went to Detroit, Michigan.
Donnie, we went on a camping trip there one time, Emerald Isle, North Carolina.
Emerald Isle, beautiful place.
Yeah, we loved it.
A little odd because you're not really facing east. The island is not parallel to the coast of the United States, primarily east and west oriented. It's a little bit at a northeast to southwest orientation, as I remember. Beautiful place though, and they have a nice what's it called, aquarium nearby
I
there.
don't think we went to the airport.
We didn't go to it. No. The Jefferson Motel in Charleston. Well, that sounds like a good place to take a few minutes with your cell phone camera and share.
Finish about Jake and Brennan.
All right, so Jake and Brennan and Dan were meeting for the first time. They'd been communicating back and forth maybe over months at that point in time. And we had this plan to go to someplace and do a destination. So we did Detroit, Michigan. And since it's not that far of a drive from our friends up in Canada, they drove down and met us in Detroit. And we were there like the week before July 4th, and I think I left just before the weekend. But then Dan stayed back with Brendan and Jake, and they did more urbex filming and some Dead Mall filming. Dan did, of course. And then he came back a little later.
Dan just released the podcast and all that.
Okay, good. So,
And AJ too.
so later, the people who look at the podcast, feel free to let me know too, not just on the podcast comment. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love to hear. You can use the Rick ADR, rick at ADR.com, or just come onto the channel page and go under community and just post a review of the podcast, since I was in it for the first time in some weeks.
No.
So that was a great fun thing, because I had also my friend Cochise there. Oh, and Cochise and I, we mix up pretty good.
Did you take him for a walk today by chance? Oh, God.
Oh, well, it can happen. Don't worry about it. A creep with the armpit fetish. I don't know who he is. Oh, is that James? Yeah, Charles. Yeah. I didn't know. That's who you're talking about. Well, we talked a little about Mr. James. Yes, we talk about him a little bit. So, you'll be enjoying that. And Cochise, yes. Right off the bat, he hopped in there and he had some funny stuff to go with. And he and Dan are singing along to the intro song that they brought in the show with. I couldn't even keep up. I just watched. It was great. Of course, there's no video for you to see. I keep forgetting that. As Dan was thinking of trying to capture the screen footage from both of us and edit it in with the audio he's already recording.
We tried that at one point in time.
Yeah, it was different.
Work.
This is going to be a different way to do it if he wanted to do it. Because I could send him a QuickTime file, and then he could just take it and line them up, and he could edit it that way. Yeah, a long time ago, Maria, Co-Cheese was a little reserved. Now, I will tell you that Co-Cheese, yeah, Co-Cheese, he was almost overcome. We all were very affected by the erotica. Oh my God. Please do not eat a lot of food or anything especially that could make you a little squeamish. That would be my recommendation for that
Can
episode.
you all hear Bo crying?
Yeah, can you hear Bo crying? Oh, affected how? Nausea. The descriptions that I read were hurl-inducing.
Your erotica?
Yes, the
Oh my
erotica.
God, I hate that. So glad I was sleeping.
But it was really good. Because the stuff was so bad, it made you laugh. So,
Bo is fine.
you know,
Just
he wants to
let
let him get to the ducks that are on the other side of another fence. It ain't happening.
Hey, Gary, Baba Booey.
So, what do you want to talk of? Because I wanted to talk a little bit about the vault.
I don't even know what OnlyFans is, but I don't think
It's a
Dan is thinking about.
no.
ADR.
There's no way Dan would do OnlyFans. He probably has sex under the covers.
Bo,
He's so modest.
who's so modest?
Dan.
Dan is not modest.
And when he's in an intimate thing, I think so. I don't think
Well,
he's really.
How would you know?
Well, I don't know personally
Okay,
because it's
then.
never happened, but
Okay.
he's easily upset by descriptions of such. Kimbra, you did? How do you like the shirt?
I don't even know what OnlyFans is.
I did want to talk about shirts briefly. So,
Good, Kimbra.
as we talked about a couple episodes ago, maybe even the last one, I don't know, I got a little upset. There's a whole slew of people selling this type of a shirt, right?
So if you want it, go get it.
So if you want that, go get it. If you want to wait and have a shirt designed by us,
Mine, yeah.
we are actively working on designing a shirt worthy to carry Bring Back Asbestos. In addition, another shirt we're looking at is the glass with my head and Wormy. We're going to make that into a t-shirt. I've already spoken to Lemon Booger. She's on board.
Cliff B, send us an email. I have Rick.
So,
rick.adr@aol.com.
yeah. And Ben, yeah, I understand what it is, OnlyFans. My wife, there you go. Read Ben.
I know.
Okay.
It's
Treese.
Yeah.
And I know one person that did that.
Did what?
He started an OnlyFans.
Oh.
And he made money for a while.
I think that shirt's going to be great.
The Wormy Glass shirt is coming.
We did verify with the artist.
Yep.
It was Lemon Booger.
Yep.
And she is fine.
Normal.
With that.
Why did you say that? I was going to out him. Yes, I like German progressive, krautrock, UFO by Guru. Hey, descendant to the absurd, please send me an email, rick.adr@aol.com. You know how hard it is to keep notes while we do this, but I'd appreciate that, and I will listen to that. Thank you. Yeah. I definitely like a lot of different music in the progressive or in outside of the progressive area, in the rock. Like, for example, Fear the Reaper. I like that song. Blue Oyster Cult. I like that band. Uh, I like Demons and Wizards. I love that album. That's by Uriah Heep. I guess you'd call it an early example of American prog rock. Almost, but not quite as progressive as Kansas was when they first came out.
Kansas was progressive?
In fact, their last album, or last two albums, have been more progressive than pop. Yep. Blue Oyster Cult, thank you. Tia, yeah. I didn't know what BOC was at first.
Hey, easy as pie. Don't tell him that.
Yes, sir, descend into the absurd. That's exactly right.
I'm always ready for any day. Mother's Day, Father's
Easy as
Day,
pie.
Kids Day.
Thank you so much. I'm too sexy for the net.
I'm too sexy.
I thank you. I try.
This is
It's good.
yeah, it's good, but it's also not like drinking wine. What is brandy anyway?
Concentrated wine.
Okay. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Ben. That's a very attractive little logo there. Looks like Mopar. I just saw Bo in the background. I guess people are seeing Bo walking around the grass. Yeah.
Yes, he
That's
can
not
do
the best
armpit
view,
charts.
but I can't do that. I really
You can
don't.
do them, but you're not going to do them.
I can't do them.
Oh, I thought you'd done
No. What? Like this? Yeah.
them.
I never was one to do that. No, I never developed that talent. It's one of the things I can't do. There's plenty of those. I'm sorry, I touched it. Ha ha ha. No, I just moved
He
the
has
stand.
it on Do Not Disturb because he
Oh,
didn't
yes.
respond to my text or my email.
Well, I did
while
that.
was shopping.
No, we're not doing a key tag T-shirt. I'm sorry.
Oh, Carla, I made some sangria.
Sangria, blackberry brandy with a Merlot or
Sangria.
something like that.
Well, it was a bottle of sangria.
Oh, you do the
And
sangria.
blackberry brandy and orange and cherries and lemon and sweetener.
Oh, okay. Lizards are cute, and he loves to try to catch them. He hasn't done it yet.
Misty, I didn't see anything before. I apologize.
Yeah, can't mess the screen up nowadays, folks, with Do Not Disturb. I'm not getting any message in. That was the problem. You need to use Do Not Disturb, and you need to make sure you click all the proper sub settings and then make sure you specify all calls. And then
But I'm used to him not paying attention.
no interruption. It's great.
Hey, Edward.
How many times did I go through this with the touching
Don't
the
touch the
screen
screen.
and it freezes and you all were looking at a black screen? How many times was Cocktail Hour for Rick Part 1 and Part 2? How many times? I know.
Let me count.
Isn't
the
it great that I'm finally getting the hang of this after a year? I know, it's so good. It's only take me what?
Oh, Nibblebutt put a number in, but I can't read that number. It's too big for me.
5 years of podcasting. Still getting that right.
Yep.
My favorite animal at the zoo.
Hippopotamus.
Not the hippopotamus, but I have a nature ASMR walking through a center that is a rehab center for manatee, and it's a home for animals that unfortunately have been injured and they can't live alone in the wild. All kinds of species, from big cats,
Oh,
the
they
Florida
had
panther.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about when we went
Yeah.
with our neighbors.
So that's called Homosassa Springs.
That was really cool.
So that's going to be an upcoming video from me. I'm not sure about how much we're going to have music behind it. I think it's pretty cool just to have our little bit of comments in the background, and you hear the sound in the air and everything. So that's coming up. But the next video coming out will be the first of maybe several with my discovering of the vault now. I'm going to put out one. It's going to be sort of a nice combo that used to be on RHS Paranormal, and I'm editing so that it's a continuous piece, not much different than that. And then maybe I'll grab a couple extra things that I'm finding in the vault if it looks good, and then we go with it. And then I'll have to come back to this.
Every time they make that turn, it squeals.
I have to come back to the vault to try to put together a different type of an episode with the same content. Maybe a little more of the video I have with myself and Dan actually doing something, recording, filming, and a couple things are picked up, but we're actually having some fun. I'll have to make sure a couple sentences are removed. They may be colorful, so I will not embarrass Dan or myself. But maybe you'll enjoy.
Desiree wants another strange place to be.
Another Strange Place is coming Friday.
Which is that? What's that going to be?
Another Odd Place. It's going to be a look back. I think I'm going to call it like Rick Serra's. I don't know.
What's it going to be about?
It's going to be about my first paranormal
Oh, okay.
investigations. And most of it centers on that. But then there's other places I also did that I found I have a lot of, at least photos, and then I have sound files. And then I can also do some narration over the top and explain.
Well, the problem is, I mean, somebody just said something about fans doing fewer and fewer Dead Mall series. But you can't get out. You can't
Yeah,
get
that's
to these
that's
places.
part of the reason you have to go out and do the filming. And if the mall is shut down, how can he go in to walk around it? Now, if it's open, then he has a chance, but that also means probably less people, and that might cause you trouble because, you know, he's going in there so as to not be detected. He's not trying to be noted and that he's doing this at all. So he's not walking around talking about everything. He always does the narration in post because he's trying to be very inconspicuous is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Secret Agent Dan, exactly.
Secret Agent Dan.
That's not too bad. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Well, Ben,
Hey, Julie.
I don't know when you got into the show.
No, I'm not singing, Joe. It doesn't
This is
matter.
not a microphone.
Uh,
Rick is going to do a dirty motel with Darlene live. And I bought a new black light.
what is that song from? It wasn't from like 007. Secret Agent Man.
We'll see all
What was
that
it?
bodily fluid. Yeah.
Agent Man.
They're giving me a number and taking away my name.
Who is that?
I'm a secret agent, man.
You're not doing it.
I don't know. It's somebody who was
Not
like
sure, Ben.
Johnny Rivers sang it.
Yeah, Johnny Rivers did. I remember.
There you go.
I think it was a movie, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it's really now. Oh, a jism
That's
trail
right,
detector?
Desiree.
Yes, definitely.
I will
It
be
is
the
a
filming person.
jism trail. Good job, man. That's a good one. It might even detect milk of magnesia. Devo covered it even.
Somebody asked.
Yes.
Somebody asked who Darlene is.
Darlene is my wife of more than 30 years.
31 in May.
She was born in Baltimore as I. In 1953. I didn't come around until 59.
Good thing he was born in the same decade, or I wouldn't have spoken to him.
You did. Jennifer Powers used to sing Secret Asian Man. That's excellent. I saw a little bit of this, and I think my mom and you even watched it too, right? Crazy Rich Asians. Oh, that is a really fun movie. So, just a little tip for if it's on any of the streaming services, I would check it out. It's definitely fun.
It was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Felt good. Had a little bit of a tear here and there, but then happy ending.
No, Joe, I was in my
That kind of a movie.
30s when I married Rick.
And my mother loves it because Singapore and the beauty of Singapore.
And they said no dirty words.
And no dirty words throughout the whole movie. Not one F word. All right, Descend. Well, I'll be 62 October the 7th. Or 7th. I'm a Libra. And Potato Kartoff is a Mandasia. Because he's from Japan.
I don't have a favorite SpongeBob.
Oh my gosh.
But I did start watching
It's
that
the-
with my granddaughter. I loved it. And I'm not
It's
big
when
in cartoons.
it's when the recipe for the Krabby Patty is stolen by Mr. Krabs' arch enemy. And SpongeBob is the one who has to get it back. Well, what's his name? Shoot, I can't think of the name of the evil Plankton. That's it. That evil Plankton. I haven't watched it for quite a number of years. My granddaughter, Kylie, loved SpongeBob. I did a lot of SpongeBob watching with Kylie. Go City, Shelton.
Happy birthday.
Hey, hold on a minute. Just had a birthday the other day. Is there anybody else besides Shelton celebrating a birthday this week, last week? Anybody? Later in the month. Well, we'll
Yes,
get
Johnny.
Descendant. I thought you said you were now. Okay, well, it's close enough, man.
Thanks, Benjamin.
Did anybody else come up? Benjamin. Oh, yeah, Megabus. Well, make sure you're in before dark. Or stay in the suburbs and just travel downtown to do the tours and then go back in the suburbs. Alrighty. So I'm pretty much saying that that's it. So Shelton, I am going to sing you a birthday song. Now, I am going to do this as if, who's in the news I can try to copy? James Charles. If I was James
Who
Charles,
is James Charles?
and I'm going to sing happy birthday to Shelton. Hey, Tracy Painter, thank you very much. Are you guys ready for
Who
this?
is James Charles?
I am James Charles now. Who doesn't know who James Charles is?
No.
He is like a millionaire. He made his money in makeup. And recently, unfortunately, James Charles got in trouble for sending images of himself, FaceTime, whatever, to underage males.
Why do you want to sing like him?
I'm going to sing like him because we're making fun of him. All right, so here it goes. Hi, I am James Charles, and I don't know what, but I'm going to sing you a birthday song. Okay, Shelton? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Did you get my nude? Happy birthday from James Charles. How old are you, 15? Shh, I'll say 18. Happy birthday to you. Shelton, are you 15? A 15-year-old? Really? Is that what your age is? You're 70? Oh, gosh, you're too old. Goodbye. So, anybody wants to watch the next podcast, see how I do in response to the whole show.
Where's birthday song?
Because there were a whole lot of talking about this James Charles. Hey, Parth from India, thank you for coming.
I'm going to go get a refill. Do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
You want more ice in your drink?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well,
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you saw the notification. It only took an hour to get to you. That's great. Because we're in 56 minutes. I nailed it, Desiree. Thank you so much. Yeah, painted on freckles, yes. Oh, my God. Mannerisms and all. Oh, I'm glad, Joe. I am trying, man. You know, I'm not formally trained, as you might guess. I've never been to acting program. I'm just a crazy idiot, and I mimic. I guess that's it. I'm a ratchet clown. Oh, you mean he's a ratchet clown? Oh, yeah, right. He is, not me. Of course. Thank you, Carla. What the heck you were watching? I'm glad, man. Keep her enthused, baby. Who just did that? Mike Clemens. Thank you very much. It was my pleasure to sing it to you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Let me see. I want to make sure something. So we had Mike Clemens. Oh, whatever. I was trying to look at all, but it didn't work. Thank you, not me. Yes. Well, I guess that it will happen over time one way or another, you know? If people stop being interested in the material and they stop going to it and they stop watching and the activity on the channel goes down, then that pretty much spells the doom. Hey, guess what, Earth Cat? I'm going to Nashville in July. I'm going to be staying at the KOA in town at Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know if that's a possible place where fans of mine might be, but I will be there. I'll be going to the moonshine place where, you know, they have different flavors of moonshine, and the old Grand Ole Opry. I want to tour that.
Oh, you're talking about our Tennessee trip?
Yep. So I am coming to Tennessee finally. I'm looking forward to it. And I don't have to bring a tent or a camper. We're staying in a cabin. It's got 2 bedrooms and 1.5 baths. That's quite a cabin. Sounds like a little house to me. Do I like Jack White?
Who's that?
I'm not sure if I know. I remember the comedians. You're not talking about him, are you? Or maybe I'm getting the wrong White. Yeah, it's not. That's his name is something else. White. I don't know who Jack White is. I have to admit. Musical? What?
See, the free moonshine won't help me because I can't drink that shit.
Yeah, I know how to make the moon shine. Good for you. I know how to make my ass shine.
I drove through Texas eons ago, picking up, going down
Uh,
to Texas.
oh, White Stripes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know their music. Okay. Memphis too. I haven't been there, obviously.
But
Yeah,
what's
I
the
remember that
concert?
show. That I used to actually cover that in a band I was in. We did
Hunter,
that.
I'm glad you made it back. Keep on coming.
Who is it? We have Hunter
Hunter.
Weiss, yes, or Weiss. Oh no, glad to have you. Jump on the trip more often. It's all for you and everybody.
I have a feeling that this Tennessee trip I'm not going to remember much of.
I'm going to try to not imbibe too constantly so that I can actually recall it.
I agree. What I've started to do, instead of putting my drink in a stainless steel cup that keeps everything cold,
Yeah,
I put it in a regular cup. And after I drink the drink, I eat the ice. And then I get another
right.
drink.
Slows you down. Yeah, everybody does want to come. That's the real thing. Maybe they won't admit it, but they all do.
Oh,
Privately,
female, I'm so sorry.
of course. What happened to Paul?
He lost his Aunt Anna Faye.
I'm so sorry. Our condolences. Tell us about your aunt a little bit, or your aunt. I'm sorry, we call aunts ants. I know they're not insects. They're
That's how
our
I grew
mother's
up
sister,
in a
but
working class area. They didn't use a word.
thank you, Hunter.
for
That was
it.
really nice. That's a pretty cool animated little thing there. I love Stephen Lynch.
Oh, sorry, Danielle. Don't worry about it. Well, it couldn't have been a documentary if Rick didn't consent, because they couldn't have gotten the correct information then.
What are you talking about? What?
Ben said if somebody made a documentary about you and you did not consent for their authorization to do so, would you be mad?
Well, I'd be kind of, yes, I guess. Second, I would see how much money I could get out of the deal. If you're going to
Yeah, well,
use,
that's
if you're,
gonna happen.
well, that would be the concession they would have to provide if they wanted it to stay on without me filing a claim on the whole thing. I'd have to get a lawyer and go through all that crap, and then whatever. Yeah, it's more important about what Nirmal just said, sending the condolences to Paul. I'm so sorry.
Years ago, I did drive past Graceland. I think my sister and I were headed to Texas, and I was shocked because it was the first time I actually drove up to Graceland.
Oh, Jared?
There was a Kentucky Fried Chicken across from it. And we got out, and that's before it was like real popular. We actually drove up and were able to get out, and we spoke to a couple of people that were working there. But we did not take any tour that was offered. We didn't feel like paying the money. This was like shortly after Elvis passed, I believe.
Oh, well, okay.
But I was really surprised where it was located. It was on a main highway, if my memory serves me correctly, and fast food places all over the place. Hey, Spencer, I'm glad you made it.
And Ben's dad just turned 62. We're close to the same age. Happy birthday to your dad.
You can call Rick Daddy.
Uh,
If you're much younger, you can call him Poppy.
oh, my God. Yeah, if I'm like your grandfather's age, that means that your mother must have had you at age 14. Just like my family. As soon as they started to grow hair, we started to have babies.
Favorite place for a crab cake? Coco's.
Yeah, it's Coco's
And
in Hamilton, Lower Hamilton neighborhood of Baltimore. It's on Harford Road, and it's just above,
Herring Run Park?
no, Argonne Drive. Argonne Drive. And you cannot go south on Harford Road past Argonne Drive.
They've had it closed.
It's been closed because they're replacing a bridge. So you cannot drive from the south on Harford Road up to that place.
How old are you? If he can call you son, if you can call him son.
I'll take son.
Those crab cakes are the best crab cakes
Yeah.
I've ever had.
These
There are a
things,
couple places where you can get good crab cakes in Baltimore, but they are the best.
what are they, a 12 ounce? I think they're 12 ounces of
12
meat.
ounces.
They're not quite 16 ounces.
Thanks,
Thank you, Hunter. Have you ever heard of the
No.
Bunny Man?
Bridge in Fairfax, Virginia.
No, what's significant about it? Is it just a funny name, or is there some history to that? And whereabouts in Virginia?
Fairfax.
Fairfax. Okay, I'm sorry. Is that the old style concrete bridge with the arches? It's supposed to be haunted. It has an old I think it has a gatehouse and it has a drawbridge. Is that it? Yeah, okay. That's supposed to be haunted. Interesting. How would you get access to tour and like sit in the gatehouse? I guess is probably the only occupied space unless there's a mechanical room or something. That's exactly it, Hunter. Okay. No, I've never been there. That sounds cool. Just
How far is that from us?
well, it's just below DC as we're going south.
Is that less than 2 hours?
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should check it out once we get home.
I just don't know how to get access to it. We have the Goat Man in Maryland.
What's a goat name?
That the Goat Man that's near Hagerstown, Maryland?
Are you familiar with Pasadena Paranormal Investigators?
No, I don't. But I know there's this one guy who is out of Westminster, and I chatted with him a little bit.
Right out of seat. Thanks, Carla. Hey, Carla, what part of Maine are you in? I can't remember.
So, I guess this is a way to go about it. If there's any paranormal group out there that would allow me to create a episode for another odd place, you have such a place, you have access, and you'd allow me to put a video up on YouTube with the content, I'd love to talk to you at rick.adr at AOL.com.
Have a good night's sleep.
I mean, I know some people, they're kind of protective of their access and such, and I'm not
Thanks,
trying to
Carla.
step on toes, but if you can open the door, then I would love to be able to check it out. And then, of course, you know, any of the members of your crew who would like to be
We're back
on
Friday
film
at 8 airtime. I hope
would
you
be
can make it.
included and allowed. Maybe create some interviews, and they could provide some insight on experiences that they've had if they wanted to share that on camera. So,
Danielle,
rick.adr at
why
AOL.com.
if you can send a copy of that to Rick in his email, I'm sure he'd like to hear that.
Oh, is this Danielle? Really? Okay, I'd like that. Yeah. If you can send the file, now I don't know how big the file is, but if it's too large for typical email, I use WeTransfer.com. They work in the UK and the USA. You just look them up. WeTransfer.com. One word.
Spencer, send us an email. We're going to take a look at it and let you know.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of people who've sent things in. I gave you a reply, and then I didn't hear a response from you. So, I mean, if you want to send me something and then I give you my impression of what I heard, Why don't we keep a dialogue, okay? Come back to me again. There's a couple of people that has happened with. I gave you what I thought, and then I waited for your response. Check your inbox. Maybe you didn't notice I replied.
Hey,
But
Carla,
all that's welcome.
hope you can hear me. I might drive up this summer. We can have a girls' weekend.
Or I can go and
No,
disappear.
you can't go. I need to get away from you sometimes.
Maybe I could go ghosting.
No,
All right, F you.
you wish.
I know.
Rick, you need to read Jared Traits. I was the lead investigator at PPI. I'll be uploading.
All right, Jared, that's cool.
evidence here soon because we closed up shop and all their pages are a few years old.
Yeah, I'm looking for active, to be honest. New stuff to go and experience, places that you're currently going to.
Thanks, Spencer.
I'm not just trying to take people's footage and play it. That's not the idea.
No, Dan Bell is not one of the girls. He uses
Sandy
the
Gay,
same
oh God. If I had the chance to go with Darlene up to see Carla, we could go shopping for clothes and jewelry, makeup. We could have a good time, could we, honey?
You and I could, but Dan Bell is not one of the
I'm
girls.
not talking about Dan Bell, I'm talking about me. And we'll leave Rick back in Baltimore. I'll take over his body the whole time.
I don't know if I could handle that either.
But you can dress me.
I'm not touching you.
Oh, come on, honey. We have some fun.
I'm going to have some fun with you.
Ah. I had to fight that to get out of it. Yeah, go on your trip. I'm staying home, and you're not having my body
I don't,
under the control of that fucking
I
gay.
don't want your body, baby, right now.
Sandy, you're not going to take me anywhere, you motherfucking delusion. Ah!
No, Jared, no dirty rooms until COVID is completely
Want to go in my bedroom? I'll show you one right now.
What are you going to show me?
A dirty room. Come on, let's go. Another
What are you-
dirty room.
Wait a minute. What do you have up on your bed? It's a bunch of shit up there.
I know, I have a bunch of shit on there. I shit on the bed, and I left it in there, and she wants to know what it is.
Punish.
Yeah, Davidad, we're going to look at my dirty shit room now. Because it got spunk all over. There's magnesia everywhere.
It's not.
Milk of magnesia is stiffening all my clothes. My socks are standing up on their own. How do you like that, Jared? Is that good enough simulation for you? Okay. Thank you. Crusty sheets. Crusty, stiff sheets you could walk on.
And they are
You could
not-
create a
sheets
staircase.
Are kept clean. Don't
All right.
give me that crap.
Man, we are nasty. We have all kinds of
he's
scat
not
play, and we play with Bo.
I'm the only
All
one-
three of us share scat with each
I'm the
other.
only one who doesn't edible. See, Bo does not like the sound of the Nerf gun. Otherwise, I'd be shooting
smacking.
his ass off.
A little sad thing, we have to let Bo go in with Mom for Nerf time.
No, we don't have to let Bo in. He wants to go in. He doesn't want to be out here.
Well, you have to first go, come on, hun, and you put him inside, and you come out with your gun, and it's Nerf time. That's a new installment. I hadn't told you to do this, but I'm telling you, this is how you can do it. Nerf time. Guess she's not going to
Hey, we have
fall for it.
99 likes. That's wonderful.
90 people almost.
Yeah.
90. I am really feeling good today. And we still got a good amount of time left to go. So have we helped? How many here, maybe you can just say me, are new this very broadcast? Anybody?
I want the Nerf gun on Friday because I know he's going to be.
Is there
bad.
anybody who's never seen such a operation as this on YouTube and you're here for the first time? Is there one person? Please, let me hear you in the back.
What, here for the first Hey, Tim, glad you're here.
There's Tim Weber, okay. Tim, is this your first time here? I can't hear you. I'm deaf, you know.
He is deaf. He can never
Lost
hear
and
anything I
found.
say.
First time. Is that what the one means?
Yes.
Lost and found. Thank you so much. If you will send us a email message to rick.adr, write this down, rick.adr@aol.com,
Well, Constance is
and
just
provide us with
great.
your name and your mailing address. As a new first-time person, I'm going to send you a channel magnet.
Hey, Hunter,
Free.
thank you so much.
So just please do so. It's up to you to follow through to get your free magnet. Oh, Tim's a regular. Well, who said it was one? Was that Tim? Somebody said
Jared, send us an email. You get your free magnet.
one. Okay? Not kidding.
You should do a soap tasting segment.
Oh, God. You want to get me back into the damn soap? I'm trying to go off of that stuff. I was addicted, you know. Addicted to the soap. I prefer to suck on condoms out of a unused
Oh, God,
but
give me
old
something to throw.
wrapper. Look what she's throwing at me. I caught this thing. This could have caused me injury. Listen to this.
It's metal.
It's metal. Now, hold up the light so you can see. I don't enjoy putting soap in my mouth. I don't like the taste of soap. I'm sorry. If you got the impression from that show, Another Dirty Room, that I really liked eating and chewing on soap, you're mistaken. I know this hurts some of you. You really thought I liked soap. I saw this young girl, maybe during our second season, and someone sent me a link. Yes, I don't do that, Hunter. But that's an excellent one. I love that. And she really was eating stuff. She was eating deodorant, soap. It was disgusting. I mean, and she's like, and you can tell. I mean, I could barely hold the bar in my mouth a little bit. Oh, God. But, you know, because we did this a couple of times, then it was like, Rick, put the soap in your mouth, Rick. Come on, Rick. How's it taste? How many people here enjoy putting strange things in their mouth that aren't normally known as food? Who has pica or pica? Anybody? I don't. Oh, thank you, Carl. That is definitely going down in the annals of live dirty room history. What's that?
Blackberry what?
Brandy. You know, I wouldn't mind that, bud. I never had edible underwear to eat. If someone would send us edible underwear, I'd eat it on film or on live. And I guess the cherry flavor, since Bud's Red Hots recommends it. Yes, thank you, a Google user, not loser. Google loser. Maybe we all are because we use Google. We're Google losers. I don't know. And a germaphobe like Constance, would you grind your teeth on Ivory soap to make sure they were clean.
Ugh.
There's a new Kung Fu coming to the CW. Stay
Yes, it's all
tuned.
female,
And it's all female.
I believe.
A female version of the Kung Fu persons. Yes, it's really cool. Moist towelettes. You collect used ones? That is heinous. Oh, you just take them with you so you have some. Yes, that's not a
Easy
bad
as
idea.
pie. Don't ask Rick for love advice.
Why not? What kind of advice do you think I would give that would be so concerning?
The only reason you have me is because I stay faithful to you, baby.
Okay. I found a magic hat in the fridge. Oh, good, good. I was thinking that he really had like one of these caps.
What is a magic
And it
hat?
was like cold. It's a beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in a second there,
Yes, never tell someone you're infatuated with them.
Oh, yes. I could have answered that. This is unfortunately what
Yeah, like Nancy
I don't care who
Pelosi,
you
Dr.
are.
Jamal.
You could be gay or straight, attracted to the same
Right,
or
we're
a different
going outside
gender.
as long as we can, especially
The
Nancy
person
Pelosi.
you're pursuing cannot know that you're like falling for them. Hold it back. You got to let them tell you.
No.
Yes. Because whoever says first is the one who will be under the thumb for the rest of that relationship. Always under control. And they will always keep pronouncing things that must be to keep your relationship going. He or she, depends whoever, it doesn't matter. But those who declare eat crow. The ones who hold back, they eat the pie. Now, what did I do? Yeah, when Darlene was pursuing me, I had to slap her away when she'd find me at a bar and say, "What do you think? You have the right to come over here and put your arms around me?" I was talking to four lovely ladies right here. And you should not assume that you can come over here and squeeze it on my fun. Now, if you want to be the fifth, that's okay. We were discussing where to go, what room to get. We're going to get a double
Wait a minute.
king
As
bedroom
soon as I
suite.
get you back up here, I lost you, baby.
A king bedroom suite for 5. Plus me. I love being showered with the kisses
Vampire.
and other kind of
Let me tell
love-making
you the story.
things that
Let
make me
tell-
feel
no,
good.
no. Let me tell you a story when you and I met.
Oh, don't do that.
Okay.
All right, when we met, tell him, whatever you want. Darlene wants to say.
You told me now.
I'll let you say it.
Rick was not in big demand. I don't have to say I probably wasn't either. But after I met him the first night, and he took me a roundabout way to where he was living in his parents' basement, we figured I could never find it again, and I couldn't have. The next night, my girlfriend and I go out, and we went to where we normally went, and guess who was there? Rick was there. But he tells me, "I can't take you home tonight because I have to go to church in the morning." I figured, okay, F you. You're not
Oh.
doing that again.
Oh, man.
And then I can't remember what happened, but then we were together. But then he met this news broadcaster who did the weather, I believe.
No, it was not.
Well, you tried to make it out with her.
She was, I know, and it didn't work out. It was actually the big rock station in Baltimore. She was the hottest DJ on the channel.
And she wasn't interested in Rick at all.
No, she actually was a little smitten, but it didn't go anywhere.
She was not smitten.
She was too. She was the first night.
Ooh, what happened the first night?
Just, you know.
Did you kiss her?
Yeah, we kissed, I think.
Oh, you did?
I think so, yeah.
You never told me that part.
We had sex in the back of my Honda.
You did not. You didn't even have a Honda.
Oh, that's right. The Honda Civic with half of a back seat. Had to open the hatchback to be able to get our heads up.
You did not have that car when we met. What did you have when we met? Any heavy petty?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
We were just talking and I was trying to flirt and I did get her number, but then...
Did you kiss? Did you really kiss?
I don't remember we
You
kissed.
did not kiss.
I don't think so.
Don't say you kissed when you didn't.
I did not get a girl preggers and then go to church. I was a lot more, was probably missionary.
He thought he could do better than me because I was not the thinnest person in the room.
Oh, you already heard it, Paul. Thank you. No, it was innocent. We were both not really having any kind of great relationship at the time.
Thanks, Hunter.
Although apparently she had somebody constantly, but just occasionally. So after we're together for some months.
Very good friends understanding.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits.
Right, I understand. It was not immaculate orgasm or anything like that. No.
I don't know. We were pretty damn good, baby.
Yeah, we did good.
I'm not talking about you and me.
Oh, the other guy.
Yeah.
Well.
George.
So, I'm in her bed. We're at her place down in Baltimore. I'm sleeping over for the night. There's a call about 2 a.m. It's George. Oh, no, George, I'm sorry. No, I can't.
I've got company.
I have company now. Yeah. Sunday night.
It was not Sunday night.
No, you said, call me Sunday night.
Oh, no, I did not.
And the only other chance that there was that I would have been with anybody else, and it wasn't George Harrison, was a holiday party in 1987.
You took me to that party.
No, not the one at the office.
No, but you took me to a office party that was someplace else.
I don't know. That might have been the second year. But whatever. We met each other. We were lucky we did. Even though we're saying all this bullshit now. Just to give you guys something to laugh about.
Well, that's good, Ty.
Yeah, I was like George Michael.
No, I like George. Oh, George Michael.
I know he was sexy looking, but wasn't he secretly in the closet, or maybe not so secretly?
But I don't care. I still liked him.
Okay.
I can like people who aren't straight.
I can too.
Yes, Carla, we did last forever, didn't we? You've been there since the beginning, also. Yeah, I love him.
I see some people saying something about virgin people. I'm a virgin too. We never had intercourse. So really we never consummated the marriage.
True. Oh, you and I?
Yeah.
You're so foolish.
Yes, we had a pacer.
I could say it.
Yeah, we had a pacer one of those ones with a nice round back window that had lots of
We
glass.
never had a pacer. I wanted a
We were
pacer.
parked. We were doing it.
I got a gremlin instead.
And then a policeman came up and knocked on the car. And he put a light in there, and it shone through the whole place. It was like we were glowing in the dark in the nude. We have extra batteries beside the bed, in the bedside stand, in AAA. But they're starting to get button-type batteries now. It's getting a little hard. It's getting a little hard to find the batteries. So things are getting hard.
I love my gremlin. It was the first car
She had a gremlin.
I ever owned on my own. It was red with a white racer stripe.
And then she had a beautiful Chrysler LeBaron.
I love that car too.
And I hit something driving her car, dented it. And then we had
and
milk.
He tried to give me a hard time saying it wasn't that big of a deal. If I had done that to his car, he would have had a shit fit.
But then the worst thing that happened to that car was the milk spilling in the back, curdling and ruining the car, basically.
No, that was not the worst thing. The worst thing is when it died on the beltway coming home.
Yeah, that wasn't good either. It had the fine Corinthian leather. She actually had a Mitsubishi
I love my Mitsubishi.
until she smashed it.
I didn't smash it.
Oh, you didn't smash that? You traded it in.
I traded that in, but I loved it. It was a great car.
Why? Maybe you should never have traded it in.
What did I trade that in for?
The LeBaron.
Well, yes, I believe so.
Yep.
Because you know every car after the LeBaron.
Right.
Hey, Gary Baba Booey, glad you're still here.
Well, I see that it's been a fun time.
Oh, yes, it's time to say
All
goodnight,
kinds
guys.
of different topics going on. It's been excellent. So, Friday I'll be dropping a new video. And I'll drop it a little earlier in the day. Hopefully by 5 or 6 at the latest. And then that way at 8, if you want, we can talk about it. No, don't go, Hunter says. Please, don't go yet. Well, what are we doing for dinner tonight, dear?
Leftovers.
We're having leftovers tonight. Is tonight the leftover cheese things? So we're having cheese tortellini and raviolis rather, with
Thanks, Hunter.
marinara
Appreciate it.
and some nice crusty bread. You doing a salad too or no? No. So we're just doing a little bit of ravioli with pasta sauce, marinara style.
Yeah, why don't they call it right-overs? If they were good the first time, they're even better the second time.
I don't know. And for the Patreon people, probably be doing another podcast with Dan sometime this week. And Dan is popping stuff up on the channel, so if you haven't been to Patreon, check out what you might have missed that's sitting there for you to enjoy. And we've enjoyed your company much, much, much.
Yes.
We're ending with 107 likes, 103 people here. Very generous donations tonight as well. And we are very thankful for that part.
I like that, Lamar.
What did she say?
Not that bloomin' shit again for leftovers.
Oh, okay. Hey, we all eat leftovers sometime. And parting is sweet sorrow. But until it be Friday at 8 p.m., that's when we will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Remember, until the room totally collapses, if you want to keep chatting with friends here, just don't leave the room. But it'll fall apart on its own. Y'all have a nice evening, nice rest of your week. Be well, be safe. God bless everybody. And again, condolences to Paul on the passing of his aunt. All right, guys. Thank you again. We love you. And
Good night,
peace.
everybody. Love you. See you Friday.